Let's meet sitting on the bolster. Settle in. Nice seated position. Interlace your fingers. Place your hands on top of your head. And gently press downward with your hands and upward with your head. Elevate your spine. And then release your arms. And gently start squeezing along your legs as a way to ground yourself and to feel your full presence here in your body. And then squeeze gently along your arms. And then reach for the shoulder or shoulder blades and give yourself a hug. Remembering that this is always available. Nice way to comfort yourself and take a moment, a pause. And then release. And gently close your eyes or lower your gaze down to the floor. And start noticing your breath just the way it is. Observe the gentle movement of your breathing, flowing in and out through your nose. And for tonight's practice, I'd like to offer an invitation. Show up, breathe, do your best, be kind, learn, repeat. So we can say that once you show up, the work is almost done. That's the hardest thing sometimes. So I'm happy you're here. And now together, let's take a long inhale through the nose. And exhale. Feel free to make a sound through your voice, your mouth open. And again, a long inhale through the nose. Pause at the top for 2, 1. And then exhale slowly, slowly, slowly release, soften. And then again, a long inhale through the nose. Pause at the top for 2, 1. And then exhale even slower than before, as slowly as you can. Release, soften, let go. And then slowly allow for your body to resume breathing naturally. And open your eyes when you're ready. Nice. And let's start from the top. Inhale, tilt your head back, look up to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale in the center. Exhale, turn your head to the right. And then continue breathing at your own pace as you tilt your head to look up to the sky. And come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the left. And continue breathing at your own pace as you tilt your head to look up to the sky. And release in the center. Extend your left arm out. Place your left hand by your right ear, gentle stretch to the side. Extend your right arm out. Play with the position of your hand or wrap your arm around your back to relax the shoulder. And maybe take another breath here. And then if you want to strengthen the muscles of your neck, apply a gentle pressure with your hand against your face and resist. So you press your face against your hand at the same time, a little resistance, strengthening the muscle of your neck. And another breath. And gently release and watch for any dizziness, of course. Make sure you take care of yourself. Extend your right arm out. Place your right hand by your left ear. Gentle stretch to the side. Extend your left arm out. Play with the position of your hand or wrap your arm around your back to relax the shoulder. And take a breath here. And again, if you like, you can apply a little resistance here, a gentle pressure. Make sure it's gentle. Do not force anything. A breath. And release. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Let's roll one shoulder at a time, going back. And forward. And together back. Nice. Open your arms wide. Continue breathing at your own pace. Lift one shoulder, rotate the arm, and the other in the opposite direction. So we'll do a few of these. And then we'll reach behind the back without strain, so your neck is comfortable. And then switch direction and move at your own pace. Just to warm up the shoulder blades. And release. Nice. Interlace your fingers, place your hands at the base of your head. Inhale, press your head back, tuck your chin in. Exhale, release. Inhale, press your head back, tuck your chin in. Exhale, release. And one more. Inhale, press your head back, tuck your chin in. Exhale, release. Release your arms down. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades and release. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, squeeze and shine your heart and release. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades and release. And wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Good. place your right hand at the base of your head. Your left hand, press your fingers into the muscle on your shoulder, behind your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to the right and down towards your right knee. And exhale all the air out. Draw the belly button in. And release. Switch side. Left hand at the base of your head. Right hand press into the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to the left and down towards your left knee. Exhale all the air out. Draw the belly button in. And release. Nice. Good. Now let's do our seated cat-cow. Inhale, open your arms wide, arch your back, look up. Exhale, give yourself a hug, round your back. Inhale, open your arms wide, arch your back, look up. And exhale, cross your arms the other way, round your back. And inhale, open your arms wide, arch your back, look up. And exhale, cross your arms in front, rest your hands on your legs. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, slide your hands outward and round your back, forward fold. And take a couple of breaths here. And always try to breathe through your nose, in and out. And then slowly release and come back to neutral. Nice. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, shoulders down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, shoulders down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, shoulders down and arms to cactus. Inhale, press your elbows back, arch your back, shine your heart. Exhale, release forward. Inhale, press back. Exhale, release. And one more. Inhale, press back. And exhale, release. And now if you like, you can do a few pulsating movement at your own pace. Pressing back and releasing. Nice. And release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, side stretch. Press the floor away from you. Breathe in your left hip. Reach with your upper arm. Keep your pelvis on your support. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, side stretch. Again, press the floor away from you. Breathe in your right hip. Reach with your top arm. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side stretch. One more round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, side. Inhale, reach. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Twist to the right. Say yes with your head. And say no. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, complete the twist to the right and apply as much leverage as you feel comfortable or not at all with your hand on your leg. And take a couple of breaths here. And then release forward. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, twist to the left. Say yes with your head. Say no. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, complete the twist to the left. And again, apply as little or as much leverage as you like with your hand. And take a couple of breaths here. Release. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Simple twist now. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down and twist to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, left. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms down. Nice. Let's come down from the bolster. Place it right here on the right, ready for later. Place your hands behind your pelvis and your feet a little wider than your pelvis. And drop one knee in the center at a time. And then both legs in the same direction at the same time. Very nice. And now let's do our half lord of the fish. Bend your right knee. Bring your right foot across from your left leg. Use your left hand as leverage with your knee. Inhale, right arm goes up. Exhale, place it behind your pelvis. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, complete the twist. And then adjust the position of your arm as needed. And take a few breaths here. Keep your spine nice and long. And slowly release, come back to center and cross your legs and repeat on the other side. Bend your left knee, bring your left foot across. Use your right hand as leverage with your knee. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, place it behind your pelvis. Inhale, long spine, lift your chest. And exhale, complete the twist to the left. And again, adjust the leverage of your arm. A couple of breaths here at your own pace through the nose. And then slowly release, come back to center. We'll place our legs, dropping the knees in the front as legs, and bring the bolster right up against your hip. Make sure there is no gap. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn towards the bolster. Let it support your twist. Arms on the floor, and direct your breath to the sensations of your body. Maybe you have a little bit of sensations in your low back or the hip on the top. One more breath here. And then slide your hands under the shoulders, pressing to the floor. Come up to seated. We'll bring the bolster to the left. Drop your knees in the front and change direction to the left. Again, make sure the bolster is up against the hip, no gap. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, let the bolster support you. And you might notice a difference between the two sides, which is normal. And just breathe in your body sensations. And one more breath here. And slide your hands under the shoulders, pressing to the floor. Come up to seated. And let's move the bolster to the side. And we'll move to tabletop. So tabletop, always make sure that you can maybe cushion your knees for comfort. And if you have your hands on the mat, rotate your elbows to the outside, elbow crease face forward to protect the shoulders. Nice. Let's do our cat-cow. Inhale, arch your back, point the tailbone towards the sky. Keep your neck long or just barely lift your gaze if your neck is happy. And exhale, round your back. Exhale all the air out. Press the floor away from you. Inhale, arch your back, point the tailbone towards the sky. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Release to neutral. Continue breathing at your own pace as you make wide circles with your pelvis, arching and rounding your back in both directions. And coming to neutral again, extend your right leg back, point and flex your toes into the floor. Stretch through the heel. Find your focal point on the mat for balance. Lift the leg just a couple of inches from the floor. And if it's available to you, extend the opposite arm straight in front of you, thumb up. And on the next inhale, elongate from the fingertips all the way to the heel. And exhale, hand comes down on the floor or elbow to knee crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Hand comes down, inhale, leg straight back. And on the exhale, bring the leg across to the left side. Look over your shoulder toward your toes. And breathe, open the right side of your body. Bring your leg back, bend your knee, open and close to the side. Let's keep warming up the hip. And then make circles with the same hip and leg, changing direction. Coming back to tabletop. Let's make those wide pelvic circles again, arching and round in the back. And coming to neutral once again. Extend your left leg back. Point and flex your toes into the floor. And stretch through the heel. Find your focal point on the mat for balance. Lift the leg just a couple of inches from the floor. And if it's available to you, extend the opposite arm straight in front of you, thumb up. And on the next inhale, elongate from the fingertips all the way to the heel. Exhale, hand down on the floor or elbow to knee crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Hand comes back down to the floor. Inhale, leg straight back. And on the exhale, bring the leg all the way across to the right side. Look over your shoulder toward your toes. And breathe, open the left side of your body. Bring the leg back, bend your knees, stay where you are. And open to the side. Open and close, open and close. And make circles with the same hip, same leg. And change direction. And coming back to tabletop. Lift your feet from the floor. And point and flex your toes. Let's move the ankles a little bit. Let's warm up the ankles. Then make circles with the feet. Changing direction. Good. And then pat, 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 pat on the floor. Now put your toes together, widen your knees, and slowly we'll lower with our pelvis towards the heels. And before you relax in your child pose, press your fingertips into the mat forward and walk forward with your fingertips to engage the muscles along the back and the shoulders. Walk, walk, walk for a couple of breaths. You can relax your forehead on the mat or make a shelf with your arms or put a block to relax your head. And once you find your comfortable child pose, you can start visualizing your breath moving along the spine, creating more space in between each vertebrae. Bringing oxygen and blood flow to the discs. And slowly start pressing your hands into the floor to come up to seated. Take your time. Maybe a sip of water. Good. Now let's move to our low lunge using the blocks in the front of the mat. Your right foot in between the blocks and slide your left knee back. Wiggle your tail, find your sweet spot. And just breathe to release the hip flexors on the left leg. If you like, you can also move your head in any way that feels good to keep exploring your range of motion. And then you can move back and forth and make it a dynamic low lunge here. Noticing the sensations in your hip flexors on the left and hamstrings on the right. And then releasing your low lunge again. Then turn the blocks on the lower side. Your left hand stays on the block. And on the inhale, your right arm goes up, open, and exhale, bring it down, sweep across the floor. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And let's turn the blocks on the tall side again. Extend your right legs, bring the blocks with you. Hinge at the hip crease, forward fold, flat back, and point and flex your toes if you like to bring more blood flow through the hamstrings. And then turn your foot to the outside. IT bend stretch, open the back of the hip. The release, slide your foot closer to your knee on the floor. Right hand on your right leg. Left arm out to the side. Inhale, reach to the sky, and exhale, crescent. Keep releasing the hip flexors on the left. Inhale up and exhale down. Switch leg, left foot forward in between the blocks. Slide your right knee back. Wiggle your tail, find your sweet spot. Not too challenging, not too easy. Just right. And just send your breath to release the hip flexors on the right. Of course, gravity helps too. And again, feel free to explore your range of motion, moving your head in any way that feels good. And then let's make it a dynamic low lunge. So move back and forth. Notice your body sensations. And then find your low lunge again. And again, move the blocks to the lower side. Now the right hand stays on the block. And on the inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, bring it down, sweep across the floor. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Turn the blocks on the tall side again. Extend your left leg, bring the blocks with you. Hinge at the hip crease, forward fold, flat back. Engage the hamstrings and maybe if you like, point and flex your toes. And then turn your foot to the outside. Slow breathing through the nose on your own. Release, slide your foot closer to your knee. Left hand on your left leg, right arm out. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, crescent. And again, breathe and release your hip flexors on the right side. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, down. And we'll come back to the floor. And we'll sit again, dropping the knees in the front as legs. And we'll release the hip flexors again, the groins, and engage our glutes at the same time. So you want to place your right hand on the side here and your left arm out. Make a big circle overhead with your left arm. And with the next circles, you make another sweep overhead and lift your pelvis at the same time, and then gently come down. Let's try one more time. A circle sitting on the floor, and the next circles will lift the pelvis and come back down. Let's try one more time. One circle sitting on the floor, and the next big circle, lift your pelvis. Nice. And now you can also just lift your pelvis on your own. In the front, you can have your arms stacked together. And you can also turn to the left and come back down. And lift and turn to the left. Or you can have your arms together, turn to the left, and back down. Let's switch sides, switch direction. It helps maybe if you keep your folded towel under your knees, if that's more comfortable. So you have your legs in the direction to the left and your left hand on the floor. Nice. Extend your right arm out and make a big circle overhead. And the next circle will lift the pelvis and come back down. Make a big circle with the arm. And next circle, lift. Come back down. And let's do one more. One circle sitting down. And the next big circle, lift. And come back down. And then we can also do our lifting the pelvis. And down. Very nice. Very good. And then you can turn to the right. And come back down, or you can sweep bigger. Sweep. Nice. Good. Very nice. Shake, 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 shake. Okay, sip of water and we'll stand up. Using the lunge to come up to standing. If your right foot is in front, left toes point into the mat, and lift your knees, swing back and forth, and feet together. Let's have a wide stand here, toes pointing to the outside, flat back. Inhale, lift your arm, open your arms like an airplane, your neck is long. Inhale, and squeeze your shoulder blades by bringing your arms back. And exhale, release. And if you like, you can have a block right there to land your hands on in the center. And you can keep your knees soft if you like. And now with the inhale, you'll just open your right arm, goes up. So it's a twist here in your halfway lift. Exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, open to the right. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, open to the left. And come back to center. Bend your knees, press your feet into the floor. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, release and shake, 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 shake. Shake it out. Good. Nice. Now let's reach for a block and let's put the block a couple of feet from the wall. Step on the block with your outside leg, outside foot. And your inside leg is free to swing back and forth. And then give it a good shake. Same leg, shake from the hip all the way to the toes. Step down safely, turn around. And switch side. Outside foot on the block, inside leg is free to swing. And then give it a good shake again from the hip all the way to the toes. Shake, shake, shake. And step down safely. Remove the block. And we'll find our warrior two. Micro bend for the back knee. Kind of find your comfortable stance here, settling in, hands on your hips. Good. Inhale, arms parallel to the floor, strong arms in both directions. Nice. Exhale, settle into your warrior two. Turn your palms up and revolve into extended side angle. Extend the back knee, strong arm up, makes 3 circles. And the strong arm pulls you up and you find yourself in the front stance with your wide leg and toes pointing to the outside. Bend your knees and find your goddess pose. Palms up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blade, make a sound. Ha. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, ha. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, ha. Turn to the other side. Micro bend for your back knee. Settle in. Hands on your hips. Inhale, arms parallel to the floor. Strong arms in both directions. Exhale. Continue breathing at your own pace. Turn your palms up and revolve into extended side angle. Extend your back knee, strong arm up. And let's make 3 circles. 3, 2, 1. And strong arm pulls you up and out. Shake it out. Nice. Good. Let's find our chair pose. Feet hip distance apart. Hands to the heart, bend your knees, find the imaginary chair behind you. Push your pelvis back. Nice. Release your arms down and find maybe your arms parallel to the floor. And if you like, you can do your lymphatic self-massage along your arms. Make sure your toes are pressing into the floor. Nice. Release your arms down. And on the inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release. Shake it out. Good. Very nice. Now let's find our low lunge again to come down safely to the mat, or use Malasana. Place the block directly under your pelvis, toes pointing to the outside, hands to the heart. Bend your knees and elevator down slowly. And once you're down, sitting on the block, also you can use your arms for a gentle stretch on the inside of your legs. Your spine is long. And release. Remove the block. And let's sit towards the top of the mat. Engage your core muscles, but also your glutes. Relax the shoulders. Breathe slowly through the nose. And gently lower yourself down to the mat. And once you're all the way down, bring your knees to the chest, give yourself a hug, roll side to side. Very nice. Place your feet on the mat. Wiggle your shoulders so that your shoulder blades are flat, palms up. And gently walk your feet to the outside edges of the mat and drop your knees in the center. And take a couple of breaths here to rest your hips. And then move your feet back to hip distance apart. Your right leg up and place your right foot on top of your left thigh. Flex your toes. And with your left hand, press on top of your left hip bone, and your right hand will press forward on your right leg. And take a couple of breaths here. Release. Now your arms are on the floor, palms up, kind of creating a nice stable stability for you to lift your legs, lift your left foot from the floor and start rocking side to side. And definitely bring your awareness to your core muscles and hold control your swing so that you don't actually end up on the floor on the other side. Release both feet on the mat and switch side. Your left foot goes on top of your right leg. Flex your toes. Right hand on your right hip bone. Left hand presses forward on the left leg. And take a couple of breaths here. And again, your arms are out, palms up to anchor you. Lift your right foot with both legs still in the figure four and start rocking side to side. And then bring your feet flat on the mat. And again, you might want to bring your knees to the chest to give yourself a hug. Rock side to side. And find your happy baby. Again, playfully bring your awareness to how much your body can do and how much you learn from your body with all curiosity and wonder, like a baby. And then release your legs down to the mat and use your bolster to support your legs and relax your back. Make yourself as comfortable as you can for Shavasana. Just wiggle your body to find the most comfortable, relaxed position. And move gently your head from side to side. And let it rest in the center. Start closing your eyes. And bring your awareness to your breath. Take a long inhale through the nose. And exhale, open your mouth, relax your jaw. And now I invite you to bring your awareness to your breath. Visualize your breath moving through your body, releasing any remaining tension. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. And bring your knees to the chest and roll all the way to one side. And enjoy a couple of breaths here with your eyes closed. And when you're ready, you can start pressing your hands into the floor to come up to seated. Bring your hands to the heart. Thank you for joining in tonight, practicing together. Namaste.